AITA for not letting my stepson come on holiday with us. I, 26F, and my partner, 26 meters, have 3 kids between us. I have 2 daughters, 9F, 7F, and he has a son, 12 meters. My stepson used to stay with us at the weekends, but as he has to share a room with my daughters, he has decided he doesn't want to stay anymore. Which is fair enough. He's getting older and wants space. Plus he is getting too old to share now. I don't have a problem with this at all. He needs to do what is best for him, and I'm not going to force him to come to my house all the time when he doesn't want it, but he also doesn't want to spend any time here whatsoever. He wants to spend all his time at his grandma's. Now, we all went away last year. He had his own room and we had a relatively good time. I was planning on booking a holiday for the end of this year, but I told my partner that I wasn't paying for SS to come with us, as by the time we go, he would have spent 0 time with the family and probably wouldn't enjoy coming away with us for a week, as he doesn't enjoy being around my kids anymore and doesn't really like me. My partner threw a massive tantrum and said I was purposely leaving him out of stuff just to be spiteful, but in reality, I'm the one who pays for everything, i.e. the holiday, clothes, food, activities, etc. when we are away, and I want to enjoy myself and let my kids enjoy it without SS moaning about being here in the first place. Which he will and did the last time we went away. And I don't want to pay for someone who doesn't want to be here in the first place. AITA? Should I just pay for him and get no with it? YTA. Your lifestyle excludes him. Your spouse should be doing more so y'all can afford a new place where there is space for him. YTA. You may as well have just written, I don't like my stepson, so I'm going to continue to exclude him from family activities as much as I can. He's 12, not 18. Ask if he would like to go. If he says no, then fair enough. If he says yes, then suck it up. He's still part of the family. 26-year-old father with a 12-year-old son flushed. YTA. So your stepson shows up with no space he can call his own. He probably feels like an outsider based on your responses. Why isn't your husband paying for the holiday too? Start with a family dinner and see if he comes around, and ask if he would like to come on the trip with you, then see what he would like to do. If he says no, then so be it. If he says yes, then say we would be doing some family bonding. Info. Why are you paying for everything? Is your husband a stay-at-home dad? YTA. He doesn't spend time with your family because you don't have a room for him. As a step-parent, it is wild to me that you didn't even think to include him. If he doesn't want to go, then that's totally fine, but to not even consider inviting him is crazy. Sorry YTA. The father and son are a package deal. It's a little rough to exclude the son. He's 12 and going through a transitional time. A holiday together could be good for bonding. At this stage, it shouldn't be his son and your daughters. It should just be the kids. YTA. You made home life uncomfortable and unpleasant for him. No joke, he doesn't want to share a room with your girls. Sounds like y'all didn't do anything to make him comfortable there and made him feel like an outsider. Yes YTA all around. He's a child and should be with his parent. YTA. You knew he had a child when you met him, so you must have known he would have to be part of your life. I feel sorry for the lad. He probably feels he's a bit of a spare part, given that he can't even have his own space when he stays with you. I wouldn't want to stay there either. You should take him on holiday and allow him to spend some quality time with his father. Info. Why isn't the father paying a thing? I usually would think you might be an A, but I think there's more here. Is it your house? Who pays mortgage, rent? How are your finances split? How long have you been together? When did you move in together? Does he pay child support? Where is his mother? I think this is all I wonder about you for the moment. Thanks. I think people, and you too, are missing the major point in this post. Your husband is employed full-time and receiving a decent wage. You are a stay-at-home mom living off benefits, and yet all financial responsibility for the son appears to become your responsibility. What exactly is your boyfriend bringing to your relationship? I was going to type partner but then deleted it because he doesn't sound like he supports you at all. Not just financially. He had a child very young but doesn't sound like he's grown up much. You really need to sit him down and set some very reasonable expectations, and if he doesn't like them, let him go. 1. His son is very welcome to come away with you, but he is responsible for paying for his own son. This also needs to include his holiday clothes, spending money, and a contribution to your food bill. 2. If he isn't already, he needs to contribute a certain amount every month towards household bills. 3. Agree a budget. Do you know what he's paying for every month? How much debt is he in? How much money is he wasting every month? 4. Stop enabling him. Do not pay for his things. You need to financially support yourself and your own 2 children. His is not your financial responsibility. You're not even married. You and your husband are major Oz here. He doesn't spend time at the house not because he doesn't want to, but because you make zero effort to make space for him. You talk about him like he's an adult and the kid is only 12. Get a grip, lady. Make space for this child at home. Both of you need to do better. YTA. You can't afford to move because you don't want to work, so you'd rather stay where you are. Your husband can't pay for anything, and it sounds like your priorities are messed up. Your kids are old enough you can work now. If your husband can't save anything he makes, then maybe you need to sit down and budget with him. But the way you treat your stepson is unacceptable. He doesn't have a safe place to unwind by himself. He is a growing boy with a changing body. Of course he doesn't want to share a room with little girls. He's going through puberty. You punishing him for that. It's very clear you just don't like the kid. You said it yourself. When he had his own room, you had a good time on holiday. Pay for the room. He's a teenager and is discovering new ideas of rebellion and independence. That doesn't mean you get to cut him out of family activities. Both he and your husband will resent you for it later. I think you already know YTA. YTA. You talk about him as if he's an expendable appendage. No wonder he doesn't want to stay in the same home as you. He would have spent zero time with the family and probably wouldn't enjoy coming away with us for a week, as he doesn't enjoy being around my kids anymore and doesn't really like me. Have you asked stepson if he wants to go? Or are you just going to make a decision and tell him to suck it up? The main question is whether you have asked the lad if he wants to go or not. You can't just decide for him that he will have a bad time, okay, the basis of him not wanting to share a room with 2 little girls. It doesn't sound like you've made any sort of accommodations for the boy, as it's your house, so he can either like it or not come over, which you're fine with. Really does sound like you don't like this child at all. However, I do agree that the partner should be contributing more, but it sounds as if you're just letting this happen, that he contributes very little and gets away with it. YTA for making the child feel unwelcome and not even asking the kid if he wants to go, as you do say. He went and had his own space and had a good time. I have no words that would be polite to print. YTA. Don't date someone with kids. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content.
AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.